Hello. Hi, I'm Tom Cece, pastor of Centennial Christian Church here in Bloomington, Illinois. I am so very pleased that you are able to be with me at this time. I know that some of you are able to be with me and possibly chat with me on the chat. Um, Others, I am hoping, will be able to hear this through a video. And once again, I appreciate you being here with me and I appreciate your time. I like to begin with a little reflection on uh, the Apostle Paul's epistle to the Romans, chapter 15. So in verse 4, Paul writes, "For everything that was written in the past was written to teach us, so that through endurance and the encouragement of the scriptures, we might have hope." So my reflection on this is that the past scriptures have all been about Yahweh. Is Israel's God is Yahweh. And it's interesting that the definition of Yahweh is that God is to be whatever God is to be. A lot of people think of it as saying, I am who I am. But it's actually all the tenses of the word is, all the time tenses are used together in that one word, Yahweh. I will be whatever I will be, nor is all the tense, past, future, present. So God presence is experienced as love, peace, joy, and the light of inspiration. And God comes to us in abundant different ways to provide the presence of the divine love, the divine peace, the divine joy and inspiration. God is intimately involved in your moments, and God is training you to be aware of God at all times. Your assignment is to collaborate with God in this training process, to be aware of God at all times. So God has taken up residence within you. Yes, the Spirit of Christ, Spirit of God is within you. And God is central to your innermost being. And this is what joy is all about, the fact that God is connected to you. Your mind may, as mine, goes off in tangents from its holy center time after time. So do not be alarmed by your inability to remain focused on God. Simply bring your thoughts gently back to God each time they wander. The quickest way I can think of to redirect your mind is to whisper God's name, to do a little contemplative prayer in which you're breathing and saying God's name over and over again, being aware of God's presence is in this very moment. So once again, Paul writes to us in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. He says, God is faithful. God will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. So God came down in the form of a person named Jesus to be in the same world as we are, to experience the same things that we experience. So he showed us how to live in this world, subject to its necessities and subject to all of its changes constantly, that we ourselves might be transformed, not into an angel or a storybook princess, not wafted into another world, but transformed into ambassadors of God, transformed into disciples of Jesus Christ, transformed into discipleship, the saints of the world. The secret of all of this is that you are living in the risen Christ, who is one with Yahweh God. And the Spirit of Christ, the Spirit of God, is in you. God does not give you different circumstances. God gives you a new way of looking at your circumstances, a new way of participating in your circumstances. You are participating by being connected to God. So therefore, use all the resources of God in your circumstance. And of course, the first way is to be aware of God's presence, to be aware of God's light, joy, peace, and love abiding within you and being part of your life, that you may share that divine love, that divine peace, that divine joy, that inspiration, and let God work through you. First and foremost, be aware of God and let God work through you. Amen. Have a beautiful and wonderful day.